Live and let live. In other words, observe how evil people are able to live and wait to die. That's a saying that they have, you know. That's a saying how on double A that they say live and let live, but I've never lived. Never in my life have I lived. You know, I make the best out of life. I try to make the best out of life, you know, but I've never lived, you know, so to me it's just observe how other people are able to, you know, how other people live in this reality where they're able to, where the word recycle exists, where communication exists, where order exists, you know, and and that's basically about it because you know there is no way, like how would you say it, like how can, like my theory is that there's orgy societies out there, right? And so pedophiles, older men, older females, lesbians, homosexuals, fat people, there's, if you don't integrate into society, you know, in one way or another, into their orgy societies, they're there. They hide in their congregations that they never go to, you know, their fronts, you know, they'll never be, how would you say it, honest about the number of their members. No, not unless if you start to go to the church consistently, or like all these people will start to go there and you'll be like, why is the church full so often? I've never seen a church full so often. That's because you're there becoming a member, you know? And like I said, these orgy societies, they hide there. They're never gonna tell you that that's what they are. They're never gonna tell you that they're, how would you say it, that they all are part of an orgy. They're not gonna say that, you know. And so, if you don't integrate into their orgy societies in one way or another, they're not gonna allow you. You know, there's numerous ways on how to integrate. If you're a female, you could, how would you say it, have like this, how would you say it, pimp, I guess you could say, this person that has a lot of money that, you know, that the female, although the female is married, she got to know this, how would you say it, business owner before she got married, and he would give her money and he would allow her to work here and allow her to work there because he has pull, because he has contacts. That's their way into society. That's their orgies. There's different ways you could have do favors to a homosexual. You could get married to an ugly female. There's different ways into their society. And if you don't integrate in one way or another, all these people that make up society, they're not going to allow you to be, you know, to be a Christian, to be there running around free. Not going to allow you. They're the majority. When 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 you were born, when I was born, this world was waiting for me, and it's all there hiding, portraying a life that doesn't exist, portraying a life that does not exist. And so if what I'm saying is true, how do you convince them? If what I'm saying it's just a theory, but if what I'm saying is true, how do you convince them to allow you? How?